A national cancer-related initiative has found a home in Philadelphia. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Kim Hinkelman. She's the Executive Director of the Wellness Community of Philadelphia. Good to see you, Kim. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, Jill. Nice to see you.
Talk to us first about the wellness community and the role that you serve in the lives of those living with cancer and their families as well.
I'd be happy to. The Wellness Community is an organization that's been around for about 26 years nationally and 17 years here in Philadelphia, providing psychosocial services to people with cancer. That would be support, education, emotional support. We provide all those pieces that affect a person when they're going through cancer and their family. That's not necessarily the medical piece, but all the emotional and psychological pieces. So we've been doing that for many years here. And
talk to us a little bit about your campus and your facilities as they are now.
We've been lucky enough, fortunate enough, to be in a beautiful old mansion in Ridgeland Mansion in Fairmount Park. It's one of the mansions that the city manages. And we have a great partnership with the city. So we've been in this beautiful mansion and have a barn behind it and have been happily living there for about 15 years now.
And this is actually going to be growing because of a national initiative that will be headquartered right here in Philadelphia.
Correct. About a year ago, our national office decided they wanted to kind of raise the level of the work that we're doing and added a research and training institute, hired staff, and decided they wanted to partner with the local community because we're doing the direct service delivery with people with cancer, and then the institute will be doing evaluation and research around the work that we do. So, for instance, how does having a support group impact a person living with breast cancer? So we can do some evaluation around that. So we have now on our campus, we're taking over another building and renovating that with some state funding, which was great, back when there was state funding. And we'll be expanding the campus, sharing space, and living with our folks and our partners from the DC office in doing some research.
And what will this expanded facility mean for the people who participate in your programs?
Well, it actually adds capacity for us so that at times when we're full and really need more space, now we can add programs and serve a lot more people with cancer and their families. And partnering with the national group gives us an opportunity to participate in some research. So folks with cancer here in Philadelphia can actually be part of focus groups and seminars and some evaluation pieces around cancer.
What kind of outcomes do you see? Because obviously the medical component of cancer treatment can be life-saving, but what outcomes do you see from having these ancillary services like support groups, like yoga, for example?
Well, that's a great question. We know that participating in these programs makes a difference when you have cancer. We know that cancer is not just a physical issue, but it's also an emotional issue. We know that. But by doing some research around that, we can actually prove that with data, with information. And if you look on down the road, that might mean that health care plans might begin to reimburse for those services and programs. I think sometimes people think it's kind of weird stuff going on, you know, those ancillary things. And I think the more we can prove that there's actual science around it, that if you participate in yoga, your blood pressure comes down, you deal with stress differently. If you have a nutritious diet, your cancer reacts differently. If we can begin to prove those things and show those things, I think more people will respond in a positive way to what we offer on a daily basis.
And that's part of what you're trying to create with this additional space and these increased programs.
Absolutely.
Now, we just have a short time left, but for the facilities themselves, you have 2 buildings now, moving to 3. You say it will help with capacity, but what will it look like? Will it start to be a campus?
It will be a campus. It will be beautiful out there. We're in a beautiful part of the park. Right now, the buildings we're in are at the back of a driveway, and there's a smaller building at the front of the driveway. So once that becomes part of the campus, when you come in off of Shimoni Drive onto our driveway, you'll see this beautiful lane. There'll be a pathway and benches and a beautiful presence in the park.
All right, thank you so much, Kim.
Thanks for having me, Jill.
We've been talking with Kim Hinkelman. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.